Good morning. I hope you're doing well. Lucy and I have done our morning walk. I've done my red light. I've done my Nebulyft and most of my skincare. Now I'm going to dive into two products. One is new to me. I'm really excited about it, and the other is my first favorite. It is probably one of my absolute favorite skincare products, and I kind of stumbled on it accidentally. The first product I'm going to use this morning after my regular skincare, and I'll have everything listed and linked down below, is from a company called iUNIK. This is their Beta Glucan Power Moisture Serum. I have not used this before. This just came in, and this is actually a sister product to the first favorite I'm going to share today. This video is sponsored by CrediThink. CrediThink is a skincare company. They distribute beautiful skincare, and they have an absolutely fabulous storefront on Amazon. They're the ones that I get the skincare product I'm about to share with you that I absolutely love from. They have a wide range of products, and I'll show some of them to you when I'm done applying these two products. This is the Beta Glucan Power Moisture Serum. I haven't used this yet. I'm really excited about it because I've sort of done a little bit of research into beta glucan, because I feel like that particular ingredient is what I love so much about the next product I'm going to show you. So this serum is going on very silky. Beta glucan is a real power ingredient. It is a natural polymer polysaccharide that is derived from mushrooms. And the stats say, or the reports say, that it retains moisture 20% more than hyaluronic acid. I think that's why I love it so much in this next product I'm going to show you. You guys have seen this before. I actually fell in love with this in the spring when I first started coming to South Carolina. This is the Beta Glucan Daily Moisture Cream, and you know what? I love this stuff. And if you watch the video where I very first talked about it, what I love so much about it is it not only really hydrates my skin, but it makes my skin look so pretty throughout the day. It really was quite a surprise to me, and I kind of fell in love with it way back then. I used up the tube, and then I started testing and trying other moisturizers, which is what I do. I test and try products all the time, so I'm switching things in and out and in and out. But you know what? I don't think I found a moisturizer that I love more than this one. I want you to see how pretty this looks on my skin when I put it on. So it comes in this nice little squeezy tube. It's 50 mLs, and I just put a little bit right on the back of my hand like this. And then I'll just take it on my fingers and start patting it around my face, particularly if I've done serums that I've placed in particular areas, like the acid I use on my nose and my chin, the argireline that I use on my 11s and my crow's feet. I'll pat my moisturizer on so I'm not moving those serums around. I love this moisturizer. Where do you see how pretty it looks? So I'm going to bring that down my neck as well. There is something so beautiful and glowy about the finish of this moisturizer. It's got to be the Beta Glucan, I'm thinking, because it just looks so very nice. The interesting thing is that as it absorbs into my skin and dries down a little bit, it still has that really pretty look. So for me, absolutely, the iUNIK Beta Glucan Daily Moisturizing Cream. I absolutely love this one. I want you guys to go check out the CrediThink Storefront on Amazon, and I'll have it listed down below, because they carry so many great Korean and Asian skincare products. They have the Make Prem line, they have the Jin Jung Soon line, and they have other brands that I haven't heard of. But it's always nice to find a good seller on Amazon. I've been really impressed with them. Their communication is great. They're really on top of things. So if you're looking for a good storefront on Amazon to find some great Asian beauty lines, I think this is the place to go. I will have them listed down below, and I will also have these two products here, the Beta Glucan products from iUNIK. I'm going to continue to use this serum over the next probably 4 to 5 to 6 weeks, and I will report back to you guys and let you know what I think about it. This is really a hydrator. It's intended to add moisture and retain moisture in your skin, so I imagine that my face is going to look very moist and very dewy. And of course, the iUNIK Beta Glucan Daily Moisture Cream. I love this. I love this. Look at how pretty my skin looks. I go out with just my skincare on all the time. I haven't been wearing a whole lot of makeup since I moved here, and I love the fact that I'm back to using this. You know, I'm sure that I will test and try other moisturizers, but what I can say right now is this one is really my favorite. Also, here's a cool thing. So this is 50 mLs. This is so affordable. I'm sure it's under $20. I just looked at the price 10 minutes ago. I can't remember, but I was surprised at how inexpensive it was. So if you're looking for a moisturizer that leaves your skin looking really pretty, I can highly suggest this. I'm going to let my skincare absorb into my skin. Then I'm going to hop in and do my makeup and share my next favorite with you. I have my makeup all done, and what I want to share with you is a new lip combination that I stumbled upon by accident. And before I started on that, I just want to say one thing. If your eyelashes are looking a little shorter or a little less full, just go get a fresh tube of the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Base. Can you believe these lashes? My tube was old. My tube of Voluminous Lash Base was old, and my tube of Maybelline Sky High Mascara tube was old. I can't believe the difference in the length of my lashes just getting fresh tubes. So there you have it. The lipstick combination I want to share with you today is an absolute favorite, and I have been wearing it almost every day since I stumbled upon it. I was actually looking for my Huda Beauty cream lipsticks, And I keep my higher end lipsticks in a special container. I can't find it. I couldn't find it anywhere. I still haven't found it. It's around here somewhere. I just don't know where. So there was a particular lip look that I wanted to use one of my Huda cream lipsticks to create. I couldn't find it. So I started poking around looking for something to substitute that with to make the lip look that I had in mind. And I found a combination that I like better than the Huda lip combination, and I'm so thrilled about it. The first is the lip liner. This is a Revlon lip liner in the color mauve. And they call it mauve, but I don't know. I'm not sure that I would call this mauve. And I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like right here. Isn't that just so pretty? It's just a beautiful neutral shade. And then what really kicks it over is this lipstick from BK Beauty. I don't know if you know, you probably do, but BK Beauty launched a line of lipsticks probably almost a year ago. I love them very much, but I didn't really connect it with this particular lip liner. Well, I pulled out this lipstick called Acceptance, and you can see it right here. I'm going to put it on the back of my hand and show you how very pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous? So I pulled this out and I thought, you know what? I think that might be close to creating the lip look I'm looking for. And it ends up that I like it even better than the Huda Beauty lipstick. So let me show you how I do it. And my lips are a little dry here. I should have put on a lip gloss while I was doing my makeup. I forgot. So when I line my lips, I overline them a little bit. And what I mean by that is the line around my lips, I kind of go to the outside edge of that because, of course, my lips are getting thinner, as they do as you get older. So I try to give myself a little bit more volume by lining towards the outside. In addition, when I bring the lip liner to the corner of my mouth, I don't bring it all the way down to the corner because it can smudge and really create a very unflattering look in the corner. So I kind of cut it in early, which serves to make my lips look a little bit plumper because they're not as widespread. Does that make sense? So that's what I do. And see how I cut that in a little bit before the corner? And look at how I'm going at the bottom of that line on my lip, just to give me a little bit more volume. And I pulled that in before I get to the corner of my mouth. I just don't want any lip product creeping into those little side creases of my mouth and making things look a mess. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my finger and I'm just going to soften that line. I don't want to move it any because I want to have a gradation of color between the middle of my lip to the outside of my lip. But I do want to soften that line to make it look a little more gentle. Now I'm going to go in with the Acceptance. And look at that. Isn't that the most beautiful lip combination? I have been wearing it almost every day, and it's just the perfect combination of a neutral sort of pinky tone, very natural, just really, really pretty. And as a little added bonus, these BK Beauty lipsticks are so beautifully packaged. Watch this. It's a magnetic closure. I love that. We are in the kitchen for my next favorite. And I'll tell you what, this was a purchase that I really struggled with because it's a spendy purchase. And I really went back and forth for a while, probably a good week, week and a half, before I decided to pull the trigger on this Blend Tech blender. This is a Spendy blender. And you know what? I am so glad I finally picked up a good blender, and this blender is so very good. I use a blender a lot because I love to cook. I cream soups with my blender, I do smoothies with my microgreens, I do all kinds of things with the blender. And all my life, and it's been a while, it's been, 6.5 decades now, I have always purchased inexpensive blenders because I thought it'll be good enough. It'll be good enough. I would use them in that smoke smell from the engine, just overloaded, even blending soft things. I don't know why I put myself through that for decades, but that's what happened. I finally thought, you know what? This just may well be the last blender I buy. I might as well buy a good one. I struggled. I finally pulled the trigger. I love this blender, and I'm not kidding you. I love this blender. There are a few things in my life that I have, gotten the less expensive one, and it's fine. I am so glad that I finally made the decision to invest in a really good blender because this blender is going to last me forever. I have mentioned this blender a few times before on my channel, and I have had so many of you message me or leave comments on the channel that you have a BlendTech blender too and you absolutely love it. I've even had people tell me that they like their BlendTech better than a Vitamix. I almost got a Vitamix. I went with the BlendTech. I'm so glad I did. I stinking love this thing. It works so well and so quickly. Things that I would have struggled with, that have to blend and blend and blend with my old blender, go just in a few seconds in this blender. It's just almost amazing. And let me show you something that I made the other day. It's not going to look really pretty, but it's delicious. Hang on. So this is a little treat I made for myself because I like desserts. I don't eat sugar. I used a sugar substitute, but I made this dessert. It's not going to look really pretty, but oh my gosh, is it so good. What I did is I took 2 packages of cream cheese, a tub of ricotta, full milk, full fat ricotta, and I blended it up with a sugar substitute, some lemon juice and lemon zest, and created the creamy part of this dessert. It is so delicious. And when I threw that into the blender to blend it, it was like boom, like that. My old blender would have just choked and struggled and smoked and just done all that kind of thing. I would have had to turn it off and back on and take the spatula and work with it. This sucker just blended that right away. So the way that I made this dessert, because you might want to try it, it's really good, is the interior, or the purple that you're seeing there. Let me see if I can show you. I did 2 layers of the cream cheese mixture. So I put down a layer of the cream cheese and ricotta mixture. Then I had simmered some frozen organic fresh fruit with a little bit of sugar substitute, and then kind of mashed it up so it was more like a thick sort of jam or jelly. I put that on top of the first layer of the cream cheese mixture, and then I spooned the rest of the cream cheese mixture over the top and put it in the refrigerator. It is delicious. It kind of tastes like, a panna cotta or a cheesecake with the lemon in the ricotta and cream cheese mixture and then the berry. It is so very good. No sugar at all. A lot of people can't eat dairy. I can't eat dairy. It doesn't bother me. This is delicious. And this blender made it so easy. The cool thing is now is that there's a lot of things that I can now do with this blender that I couldn't have done with my older blender. I have frozen bananas in there for my smoothies. It blends it like that. Anyway, suffice it to say, I love this blender. If you're looking for a good blender, I can tell you I have been super, super pleased with this one. And a lot of people have messaged me that they've had their BlendTech for years and they really last and they really do a great job. So if you're in the market for a blender, you might want to look at the BlendTech. Again, it is spendy. It's spendy in my book. It may not be spendy in your book. I don't want to, I don't want to assume for you, but it is a more expensive blender than I've ever owned. And I am so glad I finally pulled the trigger on it because I absolutely love it. Yes, I am sitting on the floor with my vacuum. I have a reason, I promise. So this is my cordless vacuum. What I want to talk to you about is not so much this particular vacuum, although I do love this vacuum. It's just not for everybody, but the concept of a cordless vacuum. I'm telling you what, of all the things that I have purchased since I moved into this new house, this vacuum is one of them. This has rocked my world like nothing else. And I'll tell you why. I probably would not categorize myself as a lazy person, but there are things that I would choose to do and things that I would not choose to do. I can shovel compost all day long. I can work outside all day long. I can build a block wall all day long. I can mix mortar. I can do stuff like that. But when you ask me to clean, I get a little cranky because I just don't enjoy it. And frankly, I'm not very good at it. I just have never been able to really get into the zone of cleaning. It's not my favorite thing. In comes the cordless vacuum. I used to hate to vacuum because you got to pull the thing out of the closet. You got all the cord, then you got to plug in the cord, and then you have to manage the cord while you're vacuuming the whole thing. It was a mess. It was heavy, it was inconvenient, it was annoyance. I just vacuumed so much less because it was just a pain in the butt. In comes this cordless vacuum, and I'll tell you what, if you have never owned a cordless vacuum, girl, you got to look into it because it has completely changed my vacuum game. I'm not kidding you. I now vacuum a lot because this thing is so light. It is so easy. I don't have to manage that stinking cord. It's not a hassle. I can pull this out of the closet that I keep it plugged into. It's in the laundry closet where I keep it plugged in. I pull it out. I just really quickly clean an area or whatever. It's light, it's easy, and then I put it back again. It's nothing like pulling out one of those old heavy vacuums with that cord that then you have to manage all around the house. Just a pain in the patootie. I did not like that a bit. Now I vacuum very, very eagerly because it's so easy. Now about this particular vacuum, and I'll have it linked down below. It's called Orfeld. I have never heard of this brand before. I ended up purchasing this because of the reviews on Amazon. And I know the reviews are kind of a dicey, complex thing on Amazon now because there's so many fake reviews. But I looked at them and I really kind of believed the people that loved this thing. This has been awesome for me. But I live in a very small house and most of my house is hardwood floors. I do have area rugs in all the main rooms, the living room and the 3 bedrooms. So my needs for a vacuum might be very different if you have a 4,000 square foot house with wall-to-wall carpeting. I don't think that this would be the vacuum for you. But if you're looking for something that's quick and light and affordable and works really well, I can tell you I've been really, really happy with this one. I am sure a lot of you have already gone down the cordless vacuum road. And I'm probably late to the game on this one, and that's okay. I am generally not an early adopter to new gadgets. I'm definitely an early adopter to information, but not to stuff. So I'm late to the game probably on this, but if you are too and you've never tried a cordless vacuum, I can tell you what, you will be sending me a message that says, oh, this has changed my game because it really has for me. So this is my Orfeld. I'll have it listed down below. It works great, but I'm sure that if you have a bigger house, there are a ton of cordless vacuums out there that are great and work really well. I will never, ever, ever own a corded vacuum again. It's just a total hassle. It's a total hassle, and this makes vacuuming so much easier. So if you and I were girlfriends out having lunch, I would be telling you about this vacuum. This is how cool this little sucker is. So cordless vacuum, absolutely one of my favorites. I'm up off the floor, aren't you glad? The last thing I want to share with you today is this planner that I recently picked up. I use paper planners because there's something about that handwriting process of looking at a calendar, feeling the paper, writing in it, changing things in here that is such a deep and visceral and comforting experience for me. I know I could keep my planner on my computer or on my phone. It just doesn't feel as rich and rewarding and comforting as keeping a paper planner. So I still keep a paper planner. I think I'm probably a dinosaur by now. Let me know in the comments down below if you use an online calendar or if you use a paper planner. Our generation might end up being the last generation that really loves the whole process of writing on paper and feeling the paper and, communing with the paper. I just love it. I want to talk about this particular planner and let you know why I'm loving it so much and why it's made its way into this favorites video. I have been buying planners from this company for a while. It's called Bloom Company Planners or whatever. They're on Amazon. They have a storefront there. I'll have it listed down below. I have purchased quite a number of planners from them over the years. The planners that I always would purchase before were the whole full-size one, 8.5 by 11, or it might have even been 9 by 11. I'm not sure, but they were bigger because I felt like I needed to have that space in order to be able to see things clearly and to have enough room to note everything and just have it be a more substantial planner. I was bumping up against a situation where I was wanting to take my planner with me because if I was out and about and I scheduled something, I wanted to make a note of it right away and not have to do it on my phone and then go ahead and transfer it into my planner. So I thought about getting a smaller planner that I can actually fit into my purse. And you can see the size of this one. I'll put my hands up next to it. I'm not really sure what the dimensions are. It will be linked down below, but it's pretty small. And I've actually slipped this into just about every purse that I use. Of course, it goes really well in my bucket bag, but even smaller purses, this does fit in. I am so glad that I transferred to the smaller planner because not only does it fit in my purse, but it's so much easier to deal with around the house. I need a smaller area in order to be able to open it and write something in it. It's really, really handy. The cool thing about this planner company is that they have a wide variety of styles of planners, and for some reason, for us gals, that's important. I know that I love to go and look and pick the design that feels just the most exciting and lovely and just perfect for me, and that's what I did with this particular planner. They do have a wire as the connector, so it opens up flat, which I absolutely love. In addition, this particular planner, it has the whole month spread, and then it has the weekly spread. So everything that I need is in this planner. Now you're probably saying, Kimberly, it's October. This is not the month to buy planners. This is one of those planners that it's an 18-month planner. So I got it. I only missed out on maybe a couple of months. So it's not too late or too early to buy a planner. They really do have them staggered so that you're getting the rest of the year and then the following year in addition. Because I have owned so many planners from this company, I can really vouch for the quality. They really are very, very good. This one in particular, it comes with some cool stuff. It has some pockets on the inside on both sides right here. They send some stickers. I haven't used any of the stickers yet. And there's also a little magnet right here that you put on the pages so that you can turn right to whatever time of the year it is, not have to hunt for the month that you're in. I love these planners. They're really good. They're very affordable. You can get them on Amazon, so it makes it really easy and really convenient. So the smaller size planner, I just went back and forth for a little while. I'm so glad that I made the decision, and I'm absolutely loving this one. Well, those are 5 favorites that I absolutely would share with a girlfriend if she would listen to me list them all. I absolutely adore that moisturizer. And again, CrediThink is on Amazon. They have a storefront. I'll have it listed down below. I think beta glucan might be a bit of an overlooked ingredient in skincare. It is absolutely lovely, and you can see it just leaves such a pretty finish on the skin. The lip combo, one thing that I didn't mention when I did that portion of the video is how long this lip combination lasts. I have kept it on for 5 or 6 hours without refreshing it, which for me is unbelievable because I'm a lip smusher. It really does stay on, and I love the lip liner and the lipstick. The blender, I'm telling you what, I am a happy girl with that blender. I am sure that my daughter is going to end up with it someday, and she's going to love it as well. If you haven't tried a cordless vacuum and you're thinking about it and you have a girlfriend that has one, go over to her house and use it. You'll never go back to a corded vacuum again. That's what a game changer is. Whoever came up with that idea, good job. And if you're looking for a very useful, very handy planner that you can take along with you, that little planner from Bloom Company might be a great choice for you. I hope you found this video fun, useful, and helpful. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I want to thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your day to spend it with me. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Again, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything makeup, skincare, and lifestyle for the over 50 woman. Make it a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.